Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Best of 30 Days of Sketches. Now this sketch was used in two different series, Series 2 and Series 5. It is a star sketch with a photo cluster, a little place for journaling, of course, and a title. Now I am, as you can tell, using some mixed media. I'm using one of the basic star stencils from Scrapping Reflections. I also have the all-star stencil. I might do something with this too, but what I'm gonna do is start off with my background and then I will figure out my photo because I haven't done that yet. So let's see what I can do. All right guys, so I'm starting out with my splat box. Now this is just a box from IKEA. What I do is place my sheet of paper in here and then do all of the spraying. Now, I am going to be on the lookout for a different box. As you can see, I have to use my messy rag underneath because the spray still goes outside of the box, especially at the join edges. So I'm just taking multiple sprays. I'm using Chroma Mist, Distress Ink, and I think I also used a little bit of Mica Mist, and there's so much ink on it that I'm going to go ahead and pull a stencil print. So I have both the positive and the negative of my sprayed star. So here it is after it is mostly dry, and now I'm going to take my two photos and I am going to actually make things happen. So my photos are a little bit larger than what they would be in the sketch, and I'm okay with that. I trimmed down my photos from 4x6 to 3x4, and this is as small as I'm going to go. I don't need the background. Obviously, these are characters on a parade float, and I have many parade layouts. So these are just some up-close bits of the characters. So I'm using some pieces of paper that were already out on my desk from scrapbooking the previous layouts. So now I'm just going to overlap my photos, and it takes me much longer than it really ever should. I don't know why, but it does. So I go ahead and get the photos done, and now I'm going to keep on trimming down papers to create more layers underneath of them. Now I do this pretty frequently, I would say. I create my layers and my papers before they actually go on the background of the layout. Now, doing it this way, you are using full sheets of paper. You're using big hunks of paper. If you put your photos down on the background first, then you could cut off little bits, or if you are the type of scrapbooker that keeps little tiny scraps, you could do all kinds of tucking in instead of having full paper layers like I have right here. So it really is up to you how you scrapbook. Layers can be done many ways. I usually do layers with big full sheets of paper, but you know, you don't have to do them that way. You can definitely do them with little bits. So yeah, whatever works, right? Like, as long as it is getting us scrapbooking and happy, then I am all for it. So I'm just trying to figure out how I want my paper to go over top of this gold and khaki paper. Now I decide that my little offcuts that I did when I matted my photos, these little layers are going to be tucked in underneath, and these are the kind of little bits that I was talking about if you are a scrap hoarder. If you are new to my channel or you've never heard me, I don't save scraps. They stress me out. So tiny little scraps like that would go straight into the bin. Now, obviously, I'm scrapbooking them with them right now because I'm working on this layout, but those little pieces would not be saved. They just wouldn't. Okay, so I glue down with some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, some Vicky Bouton thickers, and it is a gold heart and the word this, so it is Love This. And I do put the title exactly right there as it is in the sketch. Now, I do want to admit right now that I did the star standing straight up like this because it is that way in the sketch. However, If I had to do this layout again, I would probably put the star at a little bit of an angle. Now, I really like how the sprays and splatters came out. They kind of reacted with each other a little bit, so that makes me stupid happy. You guys, like there's even more mixed media reactions on the background than just the sprays, so that makes me happy. I'm on a quest and a mission to get rid of these big David Tutera sequins. They're from a wedding line from somewhere or another. It's like the third or fourth time I've owned them, so it's time to get them going. So obviously I've loved them, and obviously I've used them over and over again because, like I said, the third or fourth time I've owned them. But as I'm going through and cleaning and organizing my room, there are things that I'm noticing that are like halfway gone, and I'm like, ooh, let's obliterate them. Let's get them all gone. So that is on my mind. Now, I also decided to use my absolute favorite sequins in the world. These are a glitter sequin from Brutus Monroe, and I'm just going to put 2 sequins around each one of these big kind of rhinestone David Tutera things. Now, the dude's name is David Tutera, but we call him David Totoro in this house, or at least Lana and I do. So yeah, just another little fun fact of the Reverski language. So I am going to go ahead and put those sequins away. And now I'm going to look at this and I'm like, you know what? You know what this needs? Gold splatter. Do you know why it needs gold splatter? Because I found my replacement, you guys. I've posted it on the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group. I posted it on my personal Facebook, and it sold out. So good job, guys. Good job buying the gold stuff. It will be restocked. The owner of Brutus Monroe posted and said so. So there it is. Now I'm taking these photos before the gold has completely dried. So it hasn't finished drying, but there it is. It's so gorgeous. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again real soon for another video.